Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you my NFC Divisional playoff matchup preview between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Now let's start with Green Bay in this game. Let's start with the offensive side of the football. One thing the Packers have to do coming in on the road against a familiar opponent, they have to stay in the spread. You want to force this game to be a track meet. You want to tire out that Falcons pass rush by staying in the spread, forcing these guys to play up-tempo, make it a basketball game on grass. Stay in the spread. That way you'll be able to utilize all 5 targets that you have on any given play. And also, don't forget the fact that you have James Starks back there as the guy that can run the football, physical guy. That's why you were able to neutralize a lot what the Eagles were doing defensively. The running game is going to help you guys out, and you can still run out of the spread formation to some success if you guys decide to stick with it and attack the weak side defense of the Atlanta Falcons. You want to find out where the weakest spot is. That's weak side opposite of the tight end. Attack the weak side in the running game and also in the passing game should help you guys move the football down the field against this Dirty Birds defense. Now you also look at your defensive side of the football. I would say you want to match up Charles Woodson versus Tony Gonzalez in third down situations. Don't sleep on the fact that Woodson is a physical guy. Yes, he's a corner, and usually corners versus tight ends are mismatches, but not in this battle. Woodson is a guy that's savvy. He's a vet. 2 vets are going against each other, and he can cover someone in the intermediate route, especially if it's a tight end like Gonzalez. So I would match up Woodson versus Gonzalez on third downs to help keep Matt Ryan's favorite target at bay. And you have to meet Atlanta at the point of attack. Atlanta offensive line can get to the point of attack and keep that downward pressure on the defensive line by running the football. So if you beat these guys to the line of scrimmage, you can effectively stop Turner in the backfield. Now you look at the Falcons coming into this game, you have to control pace. The Packers have an explosive offense. The way you stop that is keep these guys off the field, dictate the pace of the game, control the pace of the game with their running game. You guys have Snelling. You also have Michael Turner back there. So you got to run the football in order to keep these Packers explosive offense off the field. Now you also have to stay ahead of the chains because you don't want to get in backed up situations. Matt Ryan struggles in situations that are third down and 9 or more, so you have to make sure you stay ahead of those down and distance chains. Therefore, you give yourself a shot to win in the passing game as well. So stay ahead of the chains is a big thing. And also, you want to move Matt Ryan toward Clay Matthews. You're going to force Clay Matthews to stay at the line of scrimmage if you roll the pocket toward him. Therefore, you get a chip on him with the tight end or the running back and keep him at bay because you don't want him to play chase on the backside because that's where he causes a lot of problems. Roll the pocket to him, force him to stay at the line of scrimmage and read more instead of just coming after the quarterback aggressively. Defensively, you have to keep the door closed on Aaron Rodgers. If you allow room for him to run, he will take off. A very good athlete, very fast for a quarterback. So you have to make sure you close the door, keep him in the pocket, and force him to pick you guys apart from his original launch pad spot. And the cornerbacks have to stay on the inside of the wide receivers. Take that away. Use your back to wall off these wide receivers and force Rodgers to be more accurate going down the field and away from the coverage. And the linebackers have to win the underneath battle. If you guys can do that well, that's going to prove to be huge for you guys in playing successful defense. Now let's look at the positional battles in this game, starting with the quarterback position. I have to go with Green Bay in this game. Green Bay, as far as Aaron Rodgers is concerned, guy that's a very athletic, pinpoint accurate passer, extremely elite quarterback in this matchup, although Matt Ryan is up and coming. Running back matchup, you have to go with the Atlanta Falcons. They can hit you with Michael Turner. They can also hit you with Jason Snelling. A lot of depth back there in that backfield, and they can run the football with any one of the teams in the NFL. Wide receivers, you have to go with the Green Bay Packers. A lot of depth, especially at the tight end position. They can spread you out and attack you with any side of the field. Offensive line battle, I have to go with the Atlanta Falcons. They do a good job firing up the football in the run game and protecting just enough in the passing game to get Matt Ryan some time. Defensive line, I say it's even. Both defensive lines are very active. They play a lot behind the line of scrimmage. They can cause problems. They can turn it up at any point in the game. So both D lines are equal. This is an even matchup. Linebackers, I say it's an even matchup. I've always liked the Falcons linebackers. We all know about Green Bay's linebackers' ability to rush the passer and get after the quarterback. The Falcons are very underrated in an aspect. I think they have the best linebacking core in the NFC South. Secondary, I have to go with Green Bay in this game. When you have Charles Woodson, a future Hall of Famer, and they can play well in the safety spot too, all guys in that backfield can cover. Special teams, you have to go with the Green Bay Packers. These guys are sound in the return units, exceptional in coverage. Falcons have a solid but not spectacular return game. Now you also look at the X factor for the Falcons is the Georgia Dome. Can they take that home crowd and use it to their advantage? And they also have Michael Turner as their X factor. For Green Bay, Clay Matthews, how much pressure can he get on Matt Ryan? How much problems can he cause for that Falcons offense? He's going to have to be the X factor as always in this ball game. I'm going with the Falcons in this game. I think the Falcons are going to control the pace of the game. They're going to slowly dictate how they want this game to go. Defensively, they're going to remain fresh, and that's going to be the key when playing the Packers. They won't be tired, and I think when playing at home, the Falcons are extremely well because they can control the pace of the game, and that's going to be huge. Although it's going to be another classic matchup like it was when they played early on in the season. The Falcons did the same thing that week that they can do this week against the Green Bay Packers. Look for the Falcons to win at home. Plus, you always got to bet on black. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.